In the previous session, we have seen a non-member function as a friend function of a class. In this session, we'll study the second case. That is, member function of one class is a friend function of another class. Let us see the diagram. The function 02 is a member function of class B. I declare this function as a friend function of class A. Let us see the declaration part. Friend B resolution operator function 02. This means function 02 is a member function of class B and this is a friend function of class A. Because of this declaration, the member function fn02 of class B has got the permission to access the private members of class A. Is it clear to you? This is the modified version of the previous program. In this program, the function total income is a member of the class, namely Rana. In the previous program, the function total income was an independent function. It was not a member function of any class. But this time, the function total income is a member function of the class, namely Rana. This member function I declare as a friend function of the class, namely Singh. Then I have defined this member function, namely total income. You see, this is the definition of the member function, namely total income, and after that the main function. Let us see the diagram. This is the class Singh. There is only one data member, namely income, and one member function, namely initialize. In this class, I declare total income is a friend function. Okay? Now observe very carefully. This is the class, namely Rana. There are two member functions and one data member. Data member is income, whereas member function are initialize and total income. In the previous program, in the previous session, total income was an independent function. But here, total income is a member function of the class, namely Rana. This function total income is a friend function of the class Singh because of this declaration. And that is why this function total income can access the private members of the class Singh. Let us execute this program. Press F4 key. I have created the objects R and S using the classes Rana and Singh. I am calling the function initialize. We know this process. Press F7 key. Execute these steps and press F8 key to initialize the data member income of the object S. And observe this step. This step is really very important. Let us see the diagram. Total income is a member function of the class Rana. R is an object which we have created using the class, namely Rana. I am calling the function total income using the object, namely R. S, that is the object which we have created using the class Singh, I am passing as an argument. Is it clear? Press F7 key. S1 is a copy of object S. We have called this function using the object R. Press F7. Now observe very carefully. This is a data member, namely income, of the object R. Is it clear? And this is a data member of the object S1, that is, it is a data member of the class, namely Singh. Because we have called this function using the object R, and that is why we are not mention the object R over here. Observe the diagram. Because we want to access two data members, this one and this one. Total income is a member function of the class Rana, and that is why while accessing this data member we are not use the object R. This function has a full authority to access the data members of the same class, and that's why we are not use R.income. We have simply use name of the data member, that is income. But while accessing this data member of the class sing, we have used s1.income. Is it clear to you? Execute this step, execute cout statement and see the output. Press Alt F5. 3000 is displayed. Understood this program? You see what we have achieved in this program? I have shown you the member function of this class can access the private data members of the class, namely sing. When it is possible? If this member function is a friend function of this class, then this is possible. Is it clear to you?